Hey, what is up, guys? Back again with some gaming news. So, Rocket League may be bringing a new game mode to their game. They may be switching over to a basketball game mode where, currently the objective is trying to drive your car and hitting a soccer ball into a goal. So they may be switching out the goals for actually basketball hoops. Let's try to see if I can find some pictures and stuff so you guys can see it. I think they may be doing this because of the college basketball championships slowly approaching. They may be swapping out the goals for basketball hoops, where you actually have to try to shoot the basketball into the hoop. So like I said earlier, they may be swapping out the goals and putting in actual basketball hoops rather than trying to just hit the ball and then score it into a goal. You actually might have to actually bounce the ball up in the air and then hit it to try to shoot it into the basketball hoop. So you may have to actually do an actual jump shot like you do in basketball, where you actually have to jump to shoot. And then also they're going to be probably introducing some new maybe some new cars where you might actually get to drive with some actual NBA teams. You may actually get a couple skins on those cars, and then they were definitely going to be switching over the field where it's going to be an actual basketball court. I saw a couple screenshots on their Twitter where they actually had a couple basketball hoops on the court, and then rather than where you can just kick the ball and then it goes straight into the goal, there's actually kind of like a ramp in front of the hoop where you actually have to get the ball up and over the ramp and then inside of the basketball hoop. So like I said, you might have to actually bounce the ball up in the air and then hit it so it goes into the hoop. So you may have to figure out a way of doing that. But with the basketball championships and stuff slowly approaching, so I'm thinking this new game mode may be coming out within the next couple weeks or so, especially since the championship is coming up for March Madness. So the next game news that we have is that the Sony PlayStation 4 beat the Xbox One again in the February sales. So the PlayStation 4 beat Xbox One in sales for the United States, which this is the 9th time in the past 10 months. The PlayStation 4 is currently the top selling platform to beat Microsoft and Nintendo. And Xbox One was only able to manage to beat the PlayStation 4 twice in the past 14 months. And right now, currently, the PlayStation 4 has sold over 36 million units, while the Xbox One has only sold about 20 million units since the launch back in 2013. So right now, as you can see from sales, PlayStation 4 is pretty much probably the best console to get right now if you're looking for it, especially in sales. As you can see, the PlayStation 4 has 16 million more units sold than the Xbox One, but that's not necessarily mean that the PlayStation 4 is better. But as you can see from the sales, a lot of people are going with the PlayStation 4 versus the Xbox One. The Xbox One may have a slight advantage right now because of the backwards compatibility, but you may want to check further into some of the more details in case you're trying to decide which console you want to buy. But based off the sales, everyone's going with the PlayStation 4. But that's pretty much it for the gaming news for today, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.